Hey guys, welcome to G Talks. Hey guys. Hey guys, welcome to G Talks. My name is G, and this is my podcast. Well, everyone has a podcast now. I was watching Joe Rogan, and I was looking like, look at this guy. Look at this guy. He can do that. Why can't I? I mean, my personality is like 100 times better than his. And like all he does is just like sit there and ask questions, and he's not even like that good at it. But me, like I can sit and I can talk for like an hour. So this is why we called it G's Hour. Because I'm going to sit here and I'm going to tell you what's going on every day. I haven't worked it out yet. It's not going to be every day. It might not be. I came up with this idea a few months ago, and I was like, that sounds great. I just need some money. I just need some time. And like, I can get this whole podcast thing like set up, and I can get it working. And so like, I got a business like loan for $15K. And I didn't know that like there was like a contract thing where I was like obligated to use this money like immediately for the business. So like they needed me to put out a podcast to be like just to prove that I'm using this money. And like so I went out and I bought a camera and I went out and bought a microphone. But like I'm not 100% there yet. So like you guys are gonna have to work with me. This isn't gonna be like a perfect podcast. But I'm working on it. I'm trying to, get stuff for the set here, and I'm trying to make sure, I get an editor so everything like looks clean and like looks crisp and all that. But like as far as like content on this podcast goes, it's gonna be just this guy. So if you don't like it, you can go ahead and hit that red X button. And get out of here. Just get on out of here. Because you're not going to want to hang out and listen to me talk for an hour. If you're not like immediately hooked on my personality, I would like give it a couple minutes. Because I am like a little different than the normal human being. Like just so like we are all aware, you know what I mean? Like just so like a little bit about myself. I'm creative, and I'm really I have a great personality, and I'm making a podcast. So like, and that's a part of who I am. And I'm excited. I'm excited, and there's gonna be politics. We're gonna talk about like media stuff, and we're definitely going to talk about like entertainment and like comedy stuff. I'm a huge comedian fan. I'm trying to be a comedian. I'm trying to do like open mic nights and stand-ups and stuff. And some people said I should really put myself out there more, but I think like it's really got to be like you got to feel the crowd out. If the crowd's not looking good that night, an open mic night, you might not want to go up. That's all I'm saying. You might not want to go out and try these material on a crowd that isn't like they're just dumb, you know what I mean? Like they're not gonna get like the mind expanding stuff that like I'm trying to go for, like a Mitch Hedberg type, like you really got to think about it, you know what I mean? You really got to think about like what I'm saying and like what I'm trying to like, convey to you. And it's like it's hard to parse sometimes because like you get a crowd and they're just like you know what I mean, they've just been drinking a little too much, and they're just not like they're not paying attention. They're just there. They're waiting for like someone to fart or something, and they're like like you know what I mean. They're like this guy he farted, like you know what I mean. That's not me. I'm not trying to do stuff like that, and like I'm trying to be like a cool dude he's just like fresh and like funny stuff, like funny content anyone can enjoy. I'm kind of a perfectionist. Like I don't like things coming out and like I don't like coming out and like it's not ready. You know what I mean? It's not like 100% there. Yeah. So anyway, we're just gonna get right into it. I had some stuff written down here. I was gonna talk about like some politics stuff, some current events. But before we get into that, we are going to be selling T-shirts on our store. We're gonna put up a thing for the T-shirt. Right now, we only have one T-shirt in stock because it's kind of just like the main T-shirt that like we designed. And if you want that one, that's $80. But if I were you, I'd wait until the other T-shirts come in, and then the price will go down a little bit because of like supply and demand. Just right now, we only have the one shirt. Like not just like design like one shirt. We have like only singular one shirt to sell right now. So I mean, if you want it, it's on the store. We're gonna put a link below here to go to the store and get that T-shirt. Not this T-shirt. This was just I want to pop a color. I didn't have anything else, so I just hung up a T-shirt. But that's not the T-shirt. We're gonna put it. It's gonna be on the screen here. It's not this one, and we're gonna put the link below. So you can get that T-shirt. You can get that T-shirt whenever when it comes in. We're doing this. I take it day by day, so I'm doing this like as I go. So I don't know how I don't have dates for anything. I don't know how regular this kind of stuff, this podcast is gonna be, but I'm planning on having T-shirts. I'm planning on like doing live shows. I'm planning on we're talking with someone in the metaverse right now, trying to get like a live stage set up in the metaverse. The Facebook like VR reality. We're talking with the virtual broker right now. He has some property in some prime real estate in the metaverse where we could set up a stage and kind of have like a live podcast going on where we have like we can have people like tune in through virtual reality to come see the show. We're working on that. That's what kind of like some of this money that I set to for this podcast side is going to be for. We have a lot of things in the works right now. I know this is just kind of like the first podcast, and I'm saying all the stuff, and I'm like getting ready. I'm getting you ready though, because this is going to be one of the bigger podcasts that come out this year, and I know it's near the end of the year. The bank won't let me forget that. That we are going to be doing this. We are going to be making this happen because I cannot work a regular job. I can't. So we're going to make sure this works out. So we're going to get into like topical, kind of like some funny stuff here. So what I have written down is like what I have written down is like the Ryan DeSantis Mar-a-Lago stuff, but like that's I don't know. I mean, this is a little late. I feel like I'm a little late to the game on this one. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm a little late to the game on this one, so I'm not gonna really say much about it. I really don't have much to say. Normally like when it comes to like politics, I do have a lot to say, but like just this one it's I don't know, it's just a little weird. So I think we're not gonna do that one today. So yeah, we would do like politics stuff, and there would be like jokes there. I would like make jokes. I'd be like, not, you know, like it's the Mar-a-Lago thing, and I'm sure like someone's done this before because it's been, you know, like I didn't get to it in time, but like, uh, not the vacation I'm sure they were expecting. I mean, I was like just on the spot. I wasn't really 100% prepared for this. I thought it would be like something a little bit easier I could riff off of, but that's like, you know, that's a multi-layered problem. It's hard to like make a joke on that. So yeah, I mean, you know. So yeah, about like this time in the podcast, I would probably like there'd be like a cut, and then it would like, so from there we'd be like a jingle, and then we do the advertisement. So like, let me come up with like one, so that I can like kind of give you an example of like my creativity and like how great my personality is, because I can like do that for the ad read if you'd like. I can just read it verbatim. That's cool with you guys, but I can also like kind of mix it up a little bit. So like we'll go into it. So it'd be like cut, and like maybe we do like, thanks to our sponsors, and then we put our sponsors, and then cut, and I'd be like, my eyes, the sun is so bright, and then like we'd cut, and it'd be like a cartoon son wearing sunglasses. He's like, yeah, because cheap those cheap gas station sunglasses you're wearing doesn't protect against UV rays. And I'm like, what? Oh, and I'm wearing I'm like wearing cheap I'm like, what kind of glasses are you wearing, son? And then it cuts back to the sun, and then the sun is like, I wear Ray-Bans Ultra UV protection glasses. And I'm all like, whoa, like, what? I just like my $5 pair of gas station sunglasses. And then it'll cut back to the sun, and then the sun will be like, well, if you waste your money on a good pair of sunglasses, then you don't have to worry about the UV rays because they're gonna block. And I'll be like, what? Oh, I'll cut back, and I'm wearing like the right sunglasses, and I'll be like, wow, everything's better. And then like a thumbs up, and then people know that like it'll just be like a fun little skit, and then people know that like I'm advertising like sunglasses that protect against UV rays in the sun. Like, as an example, as an example, and then that would be like the advertisements, and then from there we kind of go into like a variety, like less like political type, like, you know, like social commentary. Like maybe I'll be like, oh, what's up with Kanye and Pete Davidson and all that, and I can be like, whoa, I didn't expect that from Kanye. And, you know, like really like comment on like, you know, like the state of the world, and like really like, you know, put my opinion out there. And that's what like this area of the podcast would be. I didn't prepare anything today. I'm gonna be more prepared next time. But today we're just today this is kind of like just like a pilot, like a test run. So I'm just gonna like, I'll put, you know, yeah. And honestly, I thought I was gonna waste a little bit more time than this, like talking about the show, because, you know, like I said, I'm gonna like I'm gonna do it as I go, but like yeah. So we might just say, hey, it's like, not an hour. This episode, because it's like the first episode, but I promise you, like, we're probably gonna be like on the next. We're gonna be like hitting it like an hour 50. Whenever we're gonna hit like an hour 40 on the second episode. But like this first episode, I didn't really like. I have to put something out because of the business loan and the contract that I signed. But like that, this isn't. This is representative of like what the show's gonna. It's not at the same time what the show's gonna be, because it's gonna be it's gonna be a little longer, and there's gonna be like it's gonna be less me talking about the show, and it's gonna be more about like news and entertainment and like stuff, like really trying to. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode. I hope you come back for many more. Like I said, got that T-shirt. We got one T-shirt. If you order it, first come, first serve. I mean, that's the only way we know how to do it. So, $80. It's on our store. Links there. Should be up by the time this episode's up. If it's not, leave a comment and I'll get back to you. I'll make sure that it's up. I'll make sure it's up by the time this is up, so that there's no issues. And then also, I'm also looking for an editor. I'm looking for someone who does like sound stuff. Maybe some people who like has some skit ideas. Can't really pay you, but I think you're gonna be part of something that eventually like you will be getting a paycheck. If you show me that you're like dedicated and you're passionate enough about this project, we can put you on, and like we're really planning on expanding this thing. So it's like you really want to get on board now, before these spaces fill up, because there's going to be a lot of people who are going to want to jump on this opportunity, because like people know, like people can see a good thing when it's coming, and they're going to want to invest. I mean, that's just the name of the game. And if you're not on it fast enough, so make sure you put your application in, send some stuff. Let me know that like you know what you're doing, so we can like get so I can start sending you these files, and we can start editing these videos and like start putting stuff out there. So, and yeah, I mean, so we're gonna close out the show. I'm thinking about like maybe like having like a local band here. Like close out the show. I'm thinking like like maybe like a bluegrass, like standing bass, banjo, guitar, like simple drum set stuff. If you know any bluegrass bands that are like looking to put themselves out there and have Saturdays and Sundays free, because that's when I kind of like to do the podcast. I would like to do it Saturday or Sunday, and I would like to have them. They need to have both days free, I would say, because depending on my like schedule, depending on how I'm feeling that day. Some days I'm not like as talkative as others, and I need to like if we're going to do a podcast, I need to be like super talkative. So I need to pick like a good day to do that. So I need to be ready and prepared. So yeah, that's what we're doing, and I promise you, like, if you didn't like this episode, I may have said earlier, like, oh, if you're not liking this, get out of here. But if you didn't like this episode, I will say this isn't like it's a good representation if you're trying to invest, if you're just a customer, if you're like, I just want to listen to a podcast, and this might not be the best start to the podcast, like the best first episode, but who has like great first episodes other than, I mean, I can't even think of anyone. So like, yeah. And like, so yeah, maybe we'll have like a sequence where it's like, like music's playing, and I'll be like sitting here, and I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna have a desk, and I might like be like drinking some coffee, and I'll like fold some papers and stuff. I'm thinking about doing that, but that's down the line. feel like I have something else to say, but I just anyway, that was G's hour. I know it was probably more like 45, 50 minutes. It wasn't like a whole hour. But I'm working out the kinks. So, and if you guys if you got any suggestions on like how I can make the show better, like maybe some talking points, like some things that I could come up with, make the show a little better, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. Just so like I can work on it. Obviously like I need I need a new wall decorations. So I think that might be first on the list right there. So yeah, this was G's hour, and